All right, we're here with Chris from Watsapog.
Watsapog. Yep.
Watsapog. All right, tell us about your games.
Well, we got a whole bunch out here. Right here we have Last Call, the bartender game. This one premiered at BGG Con many years ago. Essentially, you are making drinks by moving the bottles from bartender to bartender until one of the bartenders has the right stuff to make your drink. So when they make a drink, this one, Frank, can make this one. You get your drink finished and you get 2 ice cubes because there are 2 extra bottles. Ice cubes are penalty points. They water down the drinks. So everybody makes all 4 of their drinks, and whoever has the fewest ice cubes at the end is the winner of the game.
Very good. Awesome.
Yep. This one's Echidna Shuffle. It's our very family-friendly game, but it can be really nasty when played with some cutthroat adults. You put your marker on a leaf. That's where you're going to pick up your 3 bugs. You then pass your 3 stumps to the player on your left, who is going to put them on the board wherever they wish. You roll the dice and you move. That's the number of moves you can get. I rolled 3, so I can go 1, pick up a butterfly, and I want to go there, but I have to get these guys out of the way first. 2, 3. On my next turn, since I rolled a 3 this time, I get a 6 next time, so we balance out the dice rolls. And so I get to go 6. I can go 1, 2, 3. My butterfly goes home. 4, 5, 6. Pick up another butterfly. And the first player to get all 3 of their bugs delivered is the winner.
That's great. And you want to give us a quick...
Sure.
You don't have to give us the overview, but if you just want to tell us about
quick. This is Claim It. It is a push your luck game about creating mines in the Old West. You roll the dice to put these on the board and then replace them with your color if you don't bust. We have Buccaneer Bones, which is another quick dice game. You roll dice and try to get pairs or 3 of a kinds in order to move your ships down to the island. And each island has a special ability, an extra reroll, a plus or minus 1, or an extra die. You get roll 3 of a kind, you get a treasure.
This is probably my favorite.
This is a nice quick game, yeah. And we have Fistful of Penguins, where we have animal dice, and you roll those on your turn. You get 6 penguins to start with. These lovely little clear plastic penguins. And after rolling, you can spend penguins to buy more dice. You can spend penguins to buy rerolls. And each animal scores differently. You play 3 rounds, and whoever made the most at the end is the winner.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we got River Trek, which is your newest one.
River Trek is the newest one. It plays very Mancala style. You have stacks of these explorers on the board, and you pick up a stack and you drop them one at a time from the bottom as you work your way up the river. And you get money for landing where your trading post is. Sometimes you land on the water and you wash back downstream. But whoever makes the most money as they go up the river is the winner.
All right, that's Watsapog game. Thanks, Chris. Check them out. And we're here at BGG Con, Everyday Board Games. This is Daniel from Everyday Board Games. I have David with Dice Daddy Games.
Hi, nice to meet you. Our products, we have a couple of products. We sell a quiet roller that's a 7 6-sided dice. They're made out of dense foam. They don't make any noise. So if you're playing on an airplane or in a cafe and you don't want to disturb people, you can use this dice box. They open up, but you don't ever take the dice out. You can roll any combination. If you're playing with 3 dice, you read the white dice. If you're playing with 2 dice, you read the blue dice. If you're playing with all 6, you just read all 6. If 7, you read the 7. We have an RPG set. It has a full set of RPG dice. Same thing, you can open the box, but you don't need to. You just shake it and see what you come up with each time. If it seems too crowded, you can take 1 or 2 of the dice out. We have add-on packs for Farkle and Bunko and Yahtzee if you're so inclined. We have blank dice if you want to make them your own. And then we sell a game that's based on 7D6 called 76 Adventures, which is a game that you turn up 1 card at a time and you try to defeat the encounters 1 at a time using 7 6-sided dice, always trying to avoid getting a foil with a 1 and one of your dice being a 1. That causes you to fail the encounter. You play through 20 of them and see if you're the best hero in the land. We have some expansion packs that go with it. Colossal creatures are some big boss monsters, and then there's a story mode that you can add a story into the quest as you're doing it. And that's our product with Dice Daddy Games.
Great. How many players does this play?
This plays 1 or 2. It's a solitaire game, but you can play 2 people at a time because there's enough cards to play 2 decks at a time and compete against each other for who's the greater hero. It comes with 6 different characters, 2-sided character cards that each have different stats. Then you win some different items if you beat certain monsters. And then we have some promo cards here at the convention with a dragon and a sling card.
That's great. And where can they find you?
DiceDaddyGames.com. We carry all of our products there. You're welcome to look us up.
Great. So check them out.
Yeah,
Again, this is
thanks for having
Daniel
us.
at Everyday Board Games.
Hey there, card folks. Speed Robo here at my company's booth, Speed Robo Games at BGG Con. We are having a wonderful convention and we are demoing the majority of our brand new games here. We have Claim Mine Rush, a game with Carcassonne style tile placement and press your luck mechanics. Be the first out of the mine with 8 gold to win. Whenever you try to collect gold, you'll need to roll the die. If you fail your roll, you will have to put all of the gold back. I've yet to fail. I'm doing really well. Oh my gosh, please fail. If you fail your roll, you have to put all the gold you've mined back. So be careful as you progress through the mine. Next, we have Junk World, the greatest game show in the galaxy, where we totally do not abduct the contestants against their will. Check out that guy. He's the Fuel Aid Man. This game is wacky fun for 2 players, where the goal of the game is to construct the most powerful and crazy weapon you can out of the pile of garbage. We have things such as an ordinary frying pan, a plastic bag, a trebuchet, just a stick. How about a tractor beam, a magnet arm, and so much more? And you are able to upgrade these weapons with crazy mods. Make them spiky. Send your opponent into bankruptcy. Cover them in jam. Give it an ammo belt. Make it Swiss Army. Chain and nails. How about a shotgun with a face? Who doesn't love that? The goal of the game is to win 5 rounds by making the most powerful weapon combination you can. And then over here we have Illyriad Empires. It is a little bit Catan, a little bit Dominion, and a little bit Risk. During the Catan phase, you will collect resources based on the tiles you control. During the Dominion phase, you will draw cards from your deck to gain more resources and buy cards from the marketplace with powerful effects. And during the Risk phase of the game, you will be spawning troops and sending them into battle. How battle works is you roll dice equal to the number of troops you have in combat. So for this, it is 3 to 2, adding different bonuses and detriments based on the troops you have in combat and the terrain you're fighting on. So pick your battles carefully. A 5 or 6 is a hit, and anything else is a miss. Capture the enemy city to win, and that's Illyriad Empires. I would like to thank you very much for taking the time to check out Speed Robo Games today. We love you, and I'll see you next time.
Where can they find your games?
They can find our games all over speedrobogames.com. Speed Robo Games is the manufacturer, publisher, developer, art studio, and retail location for all of our fantastic titles and all of the companies that have partnered with us to choose us as their publisher, distributor, and distribution partner.
This is Daniel from Everyday Board Games. We have David from Games to Go. Tell us about it.
Hi, Dan. I have several games that I've put together. Plus, I have some old classics like chess, backgammon, Go, checkers, and this one, the Royal Game of the Goose, at several hundred years old.
That is. I'm familiar with it.
Played in Europe, and let's see, this is the earliest on the table here. Grib, G-R-Y-B for green, red, yellow, blue. And it's built on a quaternary tree, and there's about 20 different games you can play on this one.
Oh, wow.
From easy to tough. It uses a 4-color die. Then Tholian Go. This one has a light web of hexagonal fabric and a dark web of triangular fabric, and you play on both webs at the same time, and yet they're sort of synergic in a way that you can block your opponent from moving across on the other web, and the idea is to surround and capture your opponent's tokens. And same. Now this Pentacosmos, this is also a surround and capture game. Played in 2 phases. The first phase, you put all your chips on, alternating turns, and then the second phase, you can make string moves, pushing yours and your opponent's chips to surround the gems and take them for points.
That's awesome. So I'm noticing the little rivets down here on the corner.
This is just a convention we have so we can pull these off and put another one
smart.
right up.
And then so you sell them without boxes, of course, right? Which is
we sell, like our games come with all the chips, and if there's gems, and we include a gem bag, and there's also a maroon stuff bag to put everything in. Instructions, chips, gems, gem bag, and bandana.
That's awesome. That's
easy to
great.
pack and for travel and storage.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. When you're on the go and you want to play games, where can they find these?
You can find these games at games2go.com. That's GAMZ2GO.
Yeah, I love the background, by the way, with the RV on it. That's brilliant.
Oh, that was one of my first experiences playing with AI, generating those little backgrounds.
This is Daniel here with Everyday Board Games. I'm with Uncommon Dice Works with Brett. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so a little bit about our dice. So my wife and I, we craft all the dice you see here. They're all handmade, hand polished. They're all unique in their own way. We have a couple of opaque, translucent, smoky textures. We also have some multicolored up here as well. We have a rainbow, all kinds of stuff like that. We also craft our own dice boxes, which actually have our resin fill on them. We have a resin fill on the lid and then also on the dice side. So you can kind of mix and match any of your different dice sets that we have, all of our boxes. We have a really good time making all of them, and yeah, definitely come check us out. We have an online store where we do custom liquid core sets, custom dice sets, and also custom colors on your dice boxes. So let us know what we can do for y'all, and we appreciate the shout out on your YouTube channel. So thank y'all so much.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to tell you about it. So go check them out online, Uncommon Dice Works.
Hello, hi, my name is Melissa DeMorris. My shop is Erie Works, and I have an Etsy shop as well as showing at various venues. My husband and I are very avid board gamers, and so this is the first time we've done a combo where he's selling games and I'm selling Erie Works items at Board Game Geek. But basically, I look for patterns that I like and fabrics that I like and try and come up with different things to meet people's needs. So my goal is, gear for your nest and your next adventure.
You have an Etsy shop?
I do, yes.
Where can I
Erie Works. Well, easier. Erie Works is the name of the shop on Etsy. Also got a Facebook and Instagram where I put pictures of different items and any shows that I'm going to be attending. Thank you.
This is Daniel with Everyday Board Games. I am here with Dead Mimic Games, and I'm here with Josh. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Dead Mimic Games, we have 2 games released right now. We have Mars Escape, which is a 2 to 4 player take that style game where you basically astronauts that have crash landed on Mars. However, the aliens have taken your ship parts. So now it's time for us to take them back, right? However, we quickly realized that there's only enough parts for one person to go back. So that's when the whole backstabbing aspect comes into play. You want to make sure you're the only one with the ship parts at the end of the day so you can make it back home. Now, this is our original game, and people have loved it so much. But they're all like, but I have like 5, 6, 7, 8 players, right? Mm-hmm. So we heard the cries, and we made Mars Escape Party Rumble. Okay. Thematically the same, basically trying to escape the planet by taking the ship parts back from the aliens. However, it is basically a free-for-all, right? There are no dead turns, so everybody throws down the item cards that they need to build up their hand. And then when everybody is ready, you switch over to the attack phase, and then that's when you attack the alien. Now, highest damage will take the alien. However, there are cards that will basically change the outcome. So even if you have like 20 damage, it's not always certain that you'll be able to take that alien home. But they are really easy games. We call them filler games or appetizer games because you can learn either one in about 2 minutes. So they're really beginner friendly. And then you'll be able to play them for like 10 to 15 minutes. So a nice little palate cleanser and stuff like that. And people have been really loving it.
That's awesome. So these are the first 2 games. How long have you guys been in?
So yeah, these are our first 2 games. We've been a company for about 4 years now. And so with the first two games, we're like, we love it, but we want to kind of expand. So we have decided to turn into a publishing company. We have bought the rights out to a different game and that we're developing. It's called Traits over there.
Do you want to tell us about it?
No, yeah, for sure.
Sure.
I mean,
let's get some press for it. Right.
So Traits is a roll and collect engine builder. It is more of the medium style game, so not much of a party, but still very simple. You start off as a single cell organism, as you see here, and then you start evolving, become other things like a corpse flower, so you can build your engine. Now, we are fans of no dead turns, right? So whenever you roll the dice, you see the bottom, and that's what you collect on. When other people roll the dice, you see the top, and that's what you collect on as well. So you're always collecting, you're always building your engine up. That way that at the end of the day, you're like the best species that could possibly exist.
Very cool. When is this coming out?
So we do not have a set date yet. We're still kind of testing it out to see what people like, what they feel like, what they will change. But fingers crossed, maybe next year, kind of like towards the end of next year. But, who knows? Maybe it gets released sooner.
Awesome. Well, that was Dead Mimic Games, Everyday Board Games. This is Daniel signing off. This is Daniel from Everyday Board Games, and I have Caroline from Brock's Play Games. Tell us about your games.
Well, this is Matchy Matchy, a 2 to 4 player card matching game, family friendly. You deal 7 cards to every player, and you start a discard pile. The first player can either take that discard if they want it. If they don't want it, they take one off the top of the deck. And you score points by either same shape, different color match for 5 points, or same shape, same color, matchy matchy for 10 points. And then you discard. And then eventually someone's going to put down the last 2 cards in their hand. They get those points plus 20 bonus points. You take them, shuffle them, deal them again, and play till somebody gets 200 points. And something interesting about this game is my father was colorblind, so I wrote the words of the colors on the cards so people with color blindness can play. I also use domino scoring.
Which, by the way, thank you for doing that. Me and Daniel are both colorblind as well.
You're very welcome.
Yes, we couldn't appreciate it more.
There were some games that my father couldn't play, so I thought about him when I made this game.
Yep.
I also use domino scoring. So children can keep score and feel like they're in charge, and they don't have to do math.
There you go.
And then our other game is Feast of Olympians. And I'm going to sit down because this is a big game.
Yeah, go for it.
This is a Greek mythology deck building game. And so in this deck building game, your attributes are oval, that's your buying power. Ambrosia is the goal of the game is to get 50 ambrosia over here. And swords. Swords make other players put ambrosia back. This is also a 2 to 4 player game. Everyone starts with a 10-card starter deck, and then you're going to build your deck by buying more powerful cards to reach the win condition. In this case, it is the ambrosia. And then recently, we came out with an expansion, Trojan War. Takes it up to a 6-player game, and it has a lot more buying power, and it is a war. It has a lot more swords.
That's beautiful. Where can they find these games?
They can find these games at brocksplaygames.square.site. That's brocksplaygames.square.site.
Thank you. This was Daniel from Everyday Board Games.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Jim. This is Tom. We're with First Layer Games. We have a new idea. It's called the Board Game Console. So, the same way that a video game console is one machine that allows you to play lots of games, we have one board that allows you to play lots of board games. So, if you look, all of our boards are made out of these tiles, which connect to each other. So, this one board can produce all the different sizes and shapes that you see here. Which is pretty cool. And, oh no, I put it in backwards. What a travesty. There we go. So yeah, we've got lots of different types of games. Pretty much everything is abstract strategy, a lot of 2-player games. Some are 2 to 4, 2 to 5. This one we have, you're trying to go around the board, assembling this tower. You've got 20 moves to do so. And in the meantime, your opponent has 10 of these walls to place to make that not happen. And lots of other stuff. Capture the flag, kind of a party of heroes fighting a dragon. That one is 2 to 5 players. Little HP counters, special abilities, all that good stuff. This one is quick and dirty. You can probably play in 5 to 10 minutes and explain it in about 30 seconds. Racing game, and then over here we got some complex stuff. This is chess for people that hate themselves. Vector Tactics is a chess-like game, but really doesn't feel it once the pawns start to move backwards, things like that. So yeah, when you buy a game, all you really need to buy is the pieces if you've already got a board.
Perfect.
That's about it. Online at firstlayergames.com, or you can follow us at, well, wouldn't you know it, at First Layer Games on all of our platforms.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. We're Crafters of the Realm. We're here at BGG Con with our brand new game, Runes. And this is the creator of Runes, my husband, Paul, who will tell you all about it.
Yeah, so Runes is a strategy game with very random elements to it. It is deeply, if you love strategy games but don't want to do the homework, this is the game for you, really. So the way it works is that you have to draw blindly from the bag, from this pouch. Whether the color is yours or not, you have to play the rune to the board. So and you have to match it to an adjacent matching color. However, if you have a rune with a different colored foot on it, you always have to play to the primary color of the rune to a matching adjacent color. You cannot play it foot to foot or even foot to body. So that adds to the element of strategy in this game. And you can also, if you want, it's okay to be mean in this game when you're playing because you want to win. So you try and trap as many of your opponent's pieces as you can by laying them in positions where they cannot score. You have to have at least two of your pieces together, face up to score the face value. If you end up getting 6 in a row, the points values double, and so you want to try and get as many together in a cluster and a line, and the higher the point values, the better. Yeah.
And that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But it's a great game for family game night, for party game night. It's casual, but it does have that strategy, and it's for players from ages 6 to 147.
I'm curious. Is there a reason behind 147, or that's just fun?
No, we're just having fun with the whole age thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah. 148.
Yeah.
148, no go.
two or three players. This particular board, we had 2 players playing, and so we just flip over the color that wasn't being used by another player. Also, I almost forgot to mention there are wild pieces also in the game, so that adds a fun element as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. So check out Runes, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, we're here at booth 210.
Representing San Antonio, 210.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Amber Wells, and I am the designer of Stakeout, which is a noir detective themed dice placement and manipulation game. It's set in the shadowy 1930s world of a hard-boiled detective. So think Philip Marlowe, The Big Sleep. And this is my brother, Brian. We are Lamplight Games. And in Stakeout, players are rolling dice and using them to investigate evidence, locations, and suspects in order to close cases for their clients. So we are competing to be the best investigator. So players are allocating their dice, manipulating their values, and trying to close cases. The game ends when a player closes their 3rd case. And then the winner is the player who has the most points. So you earn points from investigation cards and from closed cases. And so we just successfully funded on Kickstarter. We unlocked all 4 of our stretch goals. We have these really beautiful dual-layered player boards. metal stakeout markers, which are these really cool cars. And then we have some velvet component bags that we have, and marbleized dice, although we're still finalizing the design of the dice.
Oh, great. And so
Yeah.
this is just on Kickstarter?
Yep, it sure was. We just wrapped it up like a month ago, I think. Late pledging is still open. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And did you mention a couple of add-ons? So got the
Oh, yep. And we have a
ashtray,
very cool.
dice,
This is
dice
an
tray.
add-on for
Ooh, that's
the
nice, yeah.
gold flat dice tray, and then we have the game map that is an add-on as well. So yeah.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
thank you. Yeah,
Thanks for telling us about the game, guys.
All right,
Thanks
thank
for stopping
you.
by.
Ready? Hi, I'm Randy Schooneman with Steve Jackson Games. This is Jimmy Brighton with Steve Jackson Games. We're going to show you Perfect Potions, one of our new releases for this year. This is a cat game. We are witches, so congratulations. You are now a witch making potions. Each person's turn is going to look real similar to other people's turns, so it looks like this. The first thing you do, you're going to roll the moon die. We'll place it lined up with the cards that have the same moon symbol on it. That's going to be our active potions for this particular turn. Then we've got our familiar dice. We have these 4 cat dice with the little kittens on them. These cat dice can only be played where the moon says they can be played. And they're temporary. They're going to go away at the end of my turn and start playing at the start of the next person's turn. They'll replace them. So these, I just don't want a 2. Hey, a 2. Here's a 1, and here's a 4. And so we're placing them on the matching spaces on these cards. Some of the cards have numerical spaces. Some of the cards say things like any odd die, or 3s or 4s, or have symbols that say 4 the same, or 4 of a kind, or full house, so yeah. 3 and 2. Okay, now we will roll 4 ingredient dice. The difference between these dice and the cat dice, these ingredients dice are going to persist between players' turns, and they can be played anywhere, not just where the moon are. Now, anywhere isn't really true, but it's true right now. So here we go. Roll always 4, never 3, never 5. So I've got a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 6. Well, this isn't really going to complete anything for me, and these are going to persist. So I don't want to leave anything for Jimmy, because he's being like that. I don't want to just set it up so Jimmy has easy points. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'll put this 1 on any odd. I'm going to put 4 over here on 3s and 4s. I have a 2 and a 6. Let's say you have to score 6s there, and this 2 has to be part of the full house. So those dice are out there right now. It is now Jimmy's turn. That was the whole of my turn.
Right. And we'll basically keep doing that.
We would keep doing that.
Every time, if someone managed to fill one of the cards, we'd score the card, flip it over to the quick potion side. These are slightly different in that it's going to stay like this for the rest of the game, but only the cat dice can score the quick potions, the ones that are yellow numbered. So it would have to be this phase of the moon, and you would need to roll a 5 for this one to score at all. Once all of the potions get flipped over to the quick potion side, that's going to be the end of the game. We'll finish out the turn, so everyone's had the same number of turns, and then we'll score it and see who won the game. So it plays 2 to 4 players in about half an hour. It's got great art by Naomi Lord, who also did the art for A Place for All My Books, which also came out this year. And it is out in stores now for $34.95.
That's the MSRP. It's $34.95.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, thanks for telling us about it.
Thanks so much.
Everyday Board Games, Daniel. This is Daniel from Everyday Board Games. I have Cedric here from Captain Games. Tell us about it.
So I tell you about Map Masters, or tell you about Captain Games, or my life, or
about both?
No, okay. So,
Yeah.
no, Map Masters. It's a game. The original concept is from Jan Sebastian Bach, a guy from Colorado, very nice guy. Hi, if you're watching us. And he did a game, and I had another idea for another game, the co-op game, and he made the competitive game. And at some point, we cannot split our idea which game are we going to publish. Is it the competitive or the co-op game? And at some point, we just decide, after a lot of playtesting, because many people tried it, and it was just like a 50-50. Everyone likes it. Say, okay, let's publish the 2 games in one box. That's the reason why you got this and this. So, like, oh, I can show you on the box or on the table. So in MapMaster, you get this kind of cards at the market. We will go to the market at the beginning of every round. And we also do have a deck of cards. Everyone gets the same deck of cards. The thing is, there's a little bit of deck building inside of this game. So just to explain quickly, let's pretend I went to the market and maybe I got those 2 cards. So I leave those in front of me in my building area, and everyone, I need to build a dungeon with 5 cards. So total 5, it's what I got. So let's have a look. Every round, we will also draw an objective like this of what we want to get, what we want to gather to get some victory points. So let's pretend this round, it will be some scrolls. Each scroll will bring 1 victory point. And now I have to build a dungeon. But there are few rules I must respect. All my cards need to be played in vertical way. But it's okay to play those upside down. It's also okay to play those unaligned. This is absolutely okay. But this is not okay. So only horizontal. Then I want those scrolls. So maybe I will try to create a path. I don't actually want only scrolls. I would like to get coins too, because the coins will allows me to go to the market every round and buy other cards, stronger cards, or more interesting. Okay, let's pretend I do something like this. I did it quickly. Maybe it's not optimal, but well, let's try. I come in here, get those icons. It's a dry erase. I can draw the card. I know it goes that way. I enter a room. I get everything in the room. Hopefully there's no monster. If there were a monster, I have to defeat the monster first. Maybe I will move that way. Remember, I want those guys, those purple score. Enter a room, getting everything. Oh, so far, so good. That's a very easy one. Let's go there. And what I want more scrolls. So that way, that way. The thing is, I cannot cross my paths. And here, oh, I'm falling. That's a pit. And once I'm in the pit, I am on the yellow level, and maybe I'm leaving from here. And that's my path in the dungeon.
That's awesome.
As I told you, we need those. How many did I encounter? 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So I will score 4 victory points for those. But it's not only that. We got the second objective, but this one is randomly selected. But it's just like an incentive to have the player trying to do the longest pass as possible. Oh, scroll again. Easy, 4 again. So as you can see, I put my scoring over there in this pink column for secondary. But we don't want the game to be luck-driven. So at the end of the game, after 6 rounds, this randomness, this random column will be half by 2 for the victory point. And we play like this, like 6 rounds. One more thing, it was very easy. It was just being in card. But sometimes you encounter a padlock. To open a padlock, you need a key. Sometimes there are monsters and you need a sword. Sometimes there's a portal. You can move from a portal to another one, but you need a scroll. And sometimes there were some pit. You can avoid a pit with a rope. This one is a lava pit. It's not pizza. Okay? And those are deck building icons. You can save one of your cards. You can destroy some of your cards just to get your deck better and better every round. Just trying to do more victory points. So that was a quick summary of the versus version of MapMasters.
I love it.
Do you want me to talk about the co-op mode, or it will be too long?
Well, where can people find it?
Okay, so quickly, in the co-op mode, you will have a mission book. So the center mechanism in the game will be the same. You need a key for a padlock, a sword for a monster, but you got this mission book full of missions, starting with Jean-Michel, the French goblin. And then you can encounter, oh, Karen. Karen is not happy. And you can go more and more deeper. And it's really ranked by difficulty. The very first one are very family easy. And starting 5, 6 is way more difficult. And some people will say that the last one is impossible, but believe me, it's possible. It's hard. So just to play it, we got to set up. We just put the card like if it was if it were on the black tile of a chessboard, let's pretend that we will have a boss in the center of the dungeon. I try to do it quickly, so maybe we got something like this. Sure. And as a player, we will play our card in the gap, trying to create a pass. A pass for what? A pass for meeples, and my meeples are too far away, but we do have some meeples on all around the board, and we will try to bring them to the boss. One here have to bring 4 coins, the one have to bring 8 swords, and the one have to bring 2 ropes, and the one 8 squirrels. And if all those meeples, can you give me meeples, please? Oh, sorry. And when all those guys bring the thing over there, we won and we defeat the boss. And the good thing is then we can write down scoring in the Hall of Fame.
I love it.
I did it quickly.
That was brilliant. Thank you so much. So check out Captain Games. Map Masters, their new one. Also check out Duck and Cover. It's one of their other games as well. Great stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Daniel from Everyday Board Games. I'm here with TCG Co. Tell us about it.
Hi, it's TCG. So we are developing the trading card game. We already set a trade TCG in the US, and we are demonstration of the Dragon Shogun. This is the first time in the US.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and we need many feedback from many players. That's why let's join us to play this, and please send us the feedback of this.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Great. Where can they find your stuff? Like online, website?
Yeah, this product, yes, you can find it in online. And from next January, we start new products to release.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Ryan, creator of Pizza Faction with Wolf Boy Entertainment Group, which is Chance right here, sitting over there in the corner. We're releasing Pizza Faction this week. This is the first that's been out, and we just want to kind of give you a little rundown of it. So basically, it is a Take That style deck builder, where you're one of 4 different pizza parlors in a neighborhood trying to fight, steal, or sabotage their way to total pizza domination. What you'll do is you start with default cards of snacks and caffeine. So everybody starts with 5 snacks, 5 caffeine, and they use that as currency to buy cards that are in our river. This would be 4 snacks, 4 caffeine, etc. As you do that, you build up your parlor. You can upgrade vehicles. You can buy sabotage to put on other parlors as you go through the game. You can get tech items that will either maybe give you some extra tip money, or they'll give you some actions to take, such as searching through a deck to pull out a card that you want, something like that. The main goal is to get to $20 tip money, and you do that through doing deliveries. The deliveries can be bought, and you pay the dough for it right there, and you would get whatever the tips are. But as soon as somebody has at least $1 in their bank, any parlor that you're playing is able to fight you for the tip money. So what that is everybody has a pod style card. I don't know if you can see the thickness of that right there.
Oh yeah.
So when you want to fight somebody, as soon as they go to grab that card, you take your card and you slam it down the table and you say throw down. At that point, we've created a fight, and anybody that has that 1 tip is able to get into the fight. You take your skills that you've been building up. You have some default fight skills, and you have some upgraded fight skills. You shuffle these all up before each fight, and then you kind of go war style, where you put down 1, you put down a second one. I would have lost terribly because that's only 3. And you add those up. Whoever has the most fight points after that wins the fight, takes the delivery and the tip. That's the way that you would start to build up money. Like I said, there's other ways to do it through other cards, but that's the overall mechanics of Pizza Faction.
Great. What can they find there, Poppy?
You can find it either if you're here today at Board Game Geek Con, or you can go to wolfboyeg.com, and we're selling it there online.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Right on. Thank you, guys.